payments landscape is changing incredibly. We've got differences in what's being sold, how it's being sold, how people are paying, and how they authenticate themselves.
The once incumbents are being challenged now by smaller groups. These companies are nimble, they're agile, they're able to meet the need of the customers and consumers so much quicker.
If we get authentication right, then it's easy and the consumer doesn't have problems and everything works and it just goes through. If we get authentication wrong, even if we've got the right customer there, we end up creating damage and friction to the payment experience. So it all slows down and the customer gets irritated and the customer doesn't complete the transaction. What the policymakers and regulators need to focus on is ensuring that the consumer is protected. What they shouldn't be doing is assuming that authentication is static, is fixed, that you only have one solution, that's the only solution that works.
So the big word is interoperability of payment systems, and that the cost for the user, for the consumer, is as low as possible.
It's very important that the payment solutions are safe and convenient to give better satisfactory experience to the consumers.
Balancing security and convenience is about flexibility, it's about understanding the different risks, understanding the customer, understanding the environment.
How do we use the information we have about consumers, whether it's on their phones, whether it's about their behaviour, whether it's about their location? How can we use that in a clever way that gives us adaptive authentication?
The consumer and the customer are going to find themselves in scenarios which even the merchants have not dreamt up and haven't thought of. So I really think that a one-size-fits-all concept is just that, it's a concept. I think in reality it is an adaptive, flexible, agile methodology which is transparent amongst all members of the ecosystem.
Innovation, if it's ignored, we'll see banks struggle hugely to catch up with these new players who are in the fintech space.
You can't stay static within an authentication environment. It has to move, it has to adapt, it has to change as the environment changes.
Any new innovation which is accepted by the consumers is a good new innovation. If it's not accepted by the consumers, then it's never going to last. And I think that's got to be the barometer of success.